Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin after testing the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator is showing weakness. After testing the resistance from this CPI line is showing weakness, but is it just a temporary weakness, or is it going to result in an actual reversal from here on? Because the price of Bitcoin parallel is forming this dead cat bounce trading pattern, and we are also being flashed with another dead cross. Yes guys, we are going to talk about all of these scenarios one by one, but before I do that, I want you guys to do me a favor and quickly destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, like always, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, and additional to that another free 200 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, then definitely check the video description. Now, first thing first, as we are aware guys, the price of Bitcoin right now is facing resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, and in the past price action we have found out during uptrend this same Williams alligator indicator acts as a line of support. You can see each and every retracement around this Williams alligator indicator resulted in a bullish move, but during downtrend, when you see this blue line at the top, green line at the bottom, this bearish crossover, this same trend line acts as resistance. You can see during downtrend, right, this same trend line, which during uptrend acts as a support, acts as a resistance. And if we look in our case, this is a bearish cross. I mean, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom is a bearish cross, and now this same trend line is also rejecting us in between 61,000 to 63,000. Yes guys, this Williams alligator indicator right now is looked as one very important line of resistance which we have to overcome into support if we want to see the price of Bitcoin turning bullish, because we know beside this Williams alligator indicator, even the resistance from this CPI indicator is holding us below 63,000. I mean, this top central and the bottom CPI line right now is looked as one of the most important line of resistance. And if we fail, right, if we fail to regain our strength above this trend line, which also sits in between 61,000 to 63,000, we have to be careful, because in that case it is going to result in another continuation here to the downside. The first target has already been reached, but for this month of August, you can see the second target, which sits around 46,000, is still open. So price failing to regain its trend of this Williams alligator indicator, price failing to regain its trend of the CPI line, could be preparing itself for another bearish continuation. And why? Because parallelly, the price of Bitcoin is also following this bump and run reversal bottom type of formation. We have already ended this leading phase, bump phase, and now if this here is going to turn out as a throwback to the trend line, right, a move like this, just like as shown here in an example, you can see after breaking out of this key trend line, price usually gets attracted towards this previous temporary resistance line, which in our case will be acting as support. So you can see this falling trend line could be attracting us, but it doesn't mean that we are bearish. According to this bump and run reversal bottom, it could be just a temporary pullback towards this falling trend line before looking for another opportunity. But now we have to be careful because price here is not just only facing resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, resistance from this CPI indicator, but we are also facing resistance from this middle line, from this falling channel or descending channel. Yes guys, this descending channel middle line, which acted as a strong line of support and resistance, is rejecting us around 61,000, 63,000. So you can see even this central line or the middle line right now is holding the price of Bitcoin below 63,000. But as soon as this trend line gets broken, you can see according to this continuation pattern, the upper trend line is where we could be getting attracted. But is there a probability, because price parallelly has also formed a dead cross? Yes guys, golden cross, dead cross has been looked as a very important sign during uptrend, during downtrend. I mean, whenever we have seen price of Bitcoin forming a golden cross, you can see golden cross, in many cases it has resulted in a bullish move. But whenever we have seen dead cross playing out, for example, this one here, this was our dead cross, right? It resulted in a very, very bearish move. So what I'm trying to show here is that dead cross doesn't mean price is going to show another reversal like this. It could be just a temporary pullback like this one here before breaking it to the upside. So in our case, you can see golden cross resulted in a very bullish move, right? This dead cross was very short-lived, which resulted in sideways movement, but at the end it was a bullish continuation. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that even though this here is another dead cross, the price could be preparing itself for just a temporary pullback like this before looking here for another opportunity. I mean, price after liquidating the over leverage longs, after testing some key line, could be preparing itself for another impulsive move, and this dead cross could be very, very short-lived. And why is the price of Bitcoin facing resistance at this price range around 61,000, 63,000? Because we know parallelly, beside the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, beside the resistance from this CPI indicator, beside the resistance from this middle line, we are also facing resistance from this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line. And if you look at this dead cat bounce trading pattern, 0.1, 0.2, this rally here, this bounce here from 0.2 till 0.3, that is a dead cat bounce. So if the price fails to find proper support above this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, which is going to be around 63,000, if we fail to do that, then we have to be careful, because just like as shown in an example, you can after this 50% retracement, crypto is volatile. That's why we are also looking at this 0.618 Fibonacci line. It could be heading towards the original trend duration. That means failing to find support of this 0.5.618 line, or failing to break the resistance from the CPI line, could be resulting in another continuation. But I personally believe even after this bearish move, right? Even after this bearish move, the price is going to start with another continuation like this. I mean, this bull market has not ended yet, in my opinion, guys. Yes, in my opinion, this could be just a buying opportunity during uptrend, because I showed you in previous videos, in a bigger frame, 30%, even if the 40% retracement was absolutely normal. So this could be another retracement, price liquidating the over leverage longs before breaking it to the upside. So that's why, guys, that's why this resistance must be flipped into support if the price of Bitcoin wants to invalidate the bearish move which I just showed you. So all eyes are definitely going to be around this 62, 63,000, because as soon as the price breaks out of it, we will be looking at this as a V-shaped type of recovery. And price after that could be heading towards this first target for this month of August, which sits around 70,000. So this bullish continuation pattern will line up once we flip this key line of resistance into support. But failing to do that, you can see what could be happening. Dead cat bounce trading pattern, price falling this dead cross, and even getting attracted towards this lower trend line, which is going to bring us back around 45,000 to 50,000 range. So that's why, to avoid this bearish move, we have to break this resistance at any cost. So guys, this was some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USD futures position airdrop from Bybit, and additional to that another free 200 USD futures position airdrop from Bybit, then definitely check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.